I recently read a very interesting article that talks about race and ethnicity around Italians and Italian Americans. So the article is by We the Italians, which is a company that facilitates the interaction between Italians and Italian Americans. I'm actually one of the ambassadors for the state I live in, and I gotta say, this is a pretty informative article. Check it out. They release magazines, they have a podcast, and you can find with Italians on all the social media platforms. Chiara Parisi and Cristina Carabetta, their paper, The Racial and Ethnic Categorization of Italian Americans. So you can read it here. The question of whether Italian Americans are white is one that has puzzled Americans since the early days of Italian immigration to the US. So it seems like before, Italians were not considered white. Now, the tendency is to consider Italians white because they come from Europe. So while some people feel like Italians and Italian Americans fit in the white label because of their European ancestry, some people feel like that doesn't fit at all because Italians are not like Caucasian white people from other parts of Europe. Considering, for example, how discriminated Italians were when they first immigrated to the US, some people don't want them to be labeled as white. I'm Italian, from Italy. I don't have any problem being labeled as white, although I feel like my culture and my look is different from any other Caucasian white person. Physical features for Italians can vary. Categorizing Italians based on physical features or culture is also difficult. Italy's history of African, Arab, Greek, Norman, French, and Spanish settlements resulted in Italians having physical features and culture that overlaps with people from a lot of different countries. This is so true. So sometimes when I talk to friends here in the US, I feel like my culture is somewhat closer to the Hispanic or Latino culture than the white American culture. So the authors of this paper suggested that maybe there should be a Mediterranean category or a Southern European ethnicity. And I think that honestly will do. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.